Eala overcomes injury scare, gets rest day before round of 16 at Philippine Women's Open. It took nearly 2 hours after the final point for Eala to finally face the media for the traditional media interview, a delay that reflected not just protocol, but the physical toll of a match that tested her resolve. The 20-year-old Filipina star battled through a right thigh injury scare to post a commanding 6-1, 6-2 victory over Russian qualifier Elena Kharieva on Monday night in the opening round of the inaugural Philippine Women's Open at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. Eala was in full control early, but momentum briefly shifted in the second set when she felt a sharp discomfort in her thigh while trailing 1-2. After requesting a medical timeout, the world number 49 returned with renewed focus and closed out the match by winning 5 straight games. "I just felt some discomfort, so I'll take a day to see how it responds," Eala said after undergoing therapy to ease the thigh pain she endured during her 76-minute match against Kharieva. With no scheduled match on Tuesday, Eala will enjoy a much-needed rest day before her round of 16 showdown against the winner of the clash between Colombia's Camila Osorio and Japan's Sakura Hosogi. The win also marked a small measure of redemption. Eala had previously lost to Kharieva in 2020, but this time she dictated the pace, capitalizing on the faster hard court and the energy of a raucous home crowd. "I played well today. I was able to maintain my level," she added. Eala sealed the contest in emphatic fashion, holding serve in the 8th game of the second set and racing to triple match point at 40-0 with 2 clean down-the-line passing shots. Compatriots fall. Southeast Asian Games silver medalist Maninkaya Sawenki powered past Filipina Tiniel Mides, 6-4, 6-0, while Ukraine's Yulia Stardutseva defeated Thailand's Pingtarn Plipuek, 6-0, 6-4. In doubles, Argentina's Nicole Huergo and Latvia's Darija Seministija beat local pair Kay and Emina and Justine Meneja, 6-2, 6-2. Yu Yun Lee and Sarah Saito dominated Filipinas Angeline Alcala and Julita Pena, 6-0, 6-1. Japan's Mai Han Tana overwhelmed Elizabeth Abarque, 6-0, 6-0, while Thailand's Lanlana Terudi outlasted Simona Waltert, 6-2, 3-6, 6-2. Cho Isuan and Yi Tsen Cho survived Solana Sierra and Zhu Lin, 6-2, 3-6, 10-4, as Camila Osorio eliminated Sakura Hosogi, 6-4, 6-3. Uzbekistan's Paulina Kudermetova closed the night with a 6-3, 7-5 victory over Japan's Miho Kuramochi in an 88-minute battle. Eala overcomes injury scare, gets rest day before round of 16 at Philippine Women's Open. The hush came suddenly. One moment, the crowd at the Philippine Women's Open was buzzing with its usual weekend rhythm. Shoes squeaking on hard court, ball kids sprinting like clockwork, murmurs rising and falling with every rally. The next, silence wrapped the stadium as Eala paused midpoint, her face tightening, her hand drifting instinctively toward her leg. For a heartbeat that felt far too long, the future wobbled. Eala bent slightly, exhaled, and closed her eyes. The scoreboard didn't move. Neither did anyone else. In a tournament that carried not just ranking points but the quiet weight of national expectation, an injury scare was the last thing anyone wanted, least of all Eala herself. The Philippines' brightest tennis star had returned home not merely to compete, but to remind everyone, including herself, how far she had come and how much further she intended to go. And now, here she was, motionless under the Manila sun. A test beyond the scoreline. Athletes will tell you that pain has many dialects. There is the dull ache of fatigue, the sharp sting of impact, the dangerous whisper of something deeper. Only experience teaches you which voice to fear. Eala straightened up. She bounced lightly on her toes. Twice. Then she nodded toward her box, calm, controlled, unmistakably composed. Play resumed. What followed wasn't just a match, it was a negotiation with the body. Eala shortened points, trusted her placement, leaned on her court IQ rather than brute force. Each rally was deliberate, economical, intelligent. If there was discomfort, she refused to let it become visible currency for her opponent. She closed out the match in straight sets. The applause that followed wasn't thunderous, but it was knowing. The crowd understood what they had just witnessed, Not dominance, but maturity. The weight of home soil. Competing at home is a double-edged sword. Every cheer lifts you higher, every mistake falls harder. For Eala, the Philippine Women's Open was more than another stop on the tour. It was personal. Family in the stands. Young players watching closely. A nation eager to see its flag rise again in international tennis conversations. She carried it all with quiet professionalism. Still, when word spread of the minor injury scare, concern rippled through the tournament grounds. Social media buzzed with speculation. Coaches whispered. Fans held their breath. The official update came later, precautionary rest advised. No serious injury. No withdrawal. Just a rest day before the round of 16. In elite sport, rest is not surrender, it's strategy. Choosing wisdom over urgency. The decision to sit out training the following day was a telling one. Younger versions of great athletes often push through everything, mistaking endurance for bravery. But growth teaches restraint. Eala spent her rest day away from the baseline, away from the grind of repetition. Treatment sessions replaced rallies. Stretching replaced serves. Visualization replaced sweat. She stayed present without being reckless. It was the kind of choice that doesn't make headlines but extends careers. And in that pause, there was reflection. The long road that led here. Eala's journey has never been linear. From junior Grand Slam glory to the unforgiving realities of the professional circuit, she has learned that talent opens doors, but patience keeps them open. Losses hardened her. Wins refined her. Injuries, big and small, taught her humility. Every tournament now is less about proving herself and more about building something durable. At the Philippine Women's Open, that philosophy was visible in the way she spoke to officials, interacted with fans, and moved through the grounds. There was no rush in her stride. No panic in her tone. Just a steady awareness of the bigger picture. The round of 16 wasn't an endpoint. It was another step. Eyes forward. As match day approaches, the questions remain, as they always do in sport. Will she move freely? Will the leg hold up under pressure? Will the rest day sharpen her or disrupt her rhythm? Eala doesn't entertain those questions publicly. She has learned that tennis already asks enough of the mind. Doubt doesn't need an invitation. What she knows is this: she listened to her body, trusted her team, and earned the right to keep going. And sometimes, overcoming an injury scare isn't about dramatic comebacks or miraculous recoveries. Sometimes it's about stopping at the right moment, breathing, and choosing to protect the future over the momentary rush of pushing through pain.